This first segment will follow that exact American English spiritual voice, intimate, commanding, emotional, and motivational, weaving in CPC-rich keywords like financial freedom, breakthrough, healing, destiny, and abundance. Naturally, it'll include the comment 777, like, and subscribe cues organically at emotional peaks. Once this message hits the length limit, I'll stop midstream, not conclude, so you can say continue, and I'll pick up the next segment seamlessly with the same tone and rhythm until we reach the full requested 70,000 characters. My child, stop everything. Take a deep breath. Let the noise fade for a moment, because what I'm about to say is sacred. I have watched every moment of your journey, and I want you to know this truth. I never make mistakes. Every tear you've cried, every door that closed, every storm that raged, it all had purpose. You've been wondering why certain things didn't work out, why certain people left, why certain dreams felt delayed. But I'm telling you, none of it was wasted. None of it was random. It was all preparation for what I'm about to unfold in your life. You see, my plans are not fragile. My timing is not flawed. My ways are higher than yours. My thoughts deeper than you can imagine. You thought I forgot you, but I was working behind the scenes, aligning every detail, shaping every piece, building a destiny that will not fail. You've questioned me in the dark, asking, God, why me? Why now? And my answer has always been the same, because I'm perfecting something within you that will outlast every trial. I never make mistakes. Stop scrolling. This is your moment to listen. You've been crying for a sign, and this is it. You're not here by coincidence. You're here by divine appointment. I orchestrated this very second so that these words would reach your heart and remind you, I'm still in control. The situation that feels impossible, the mountain that feels too high, the dream that feels dead, it's all under my command. I am the God who creates light from darkness, beauty from ashes, purpose from pain. What you thought was broken beyond repair, I'm using to build something greater. You're not behind, you're right on schedule. I see the battles you've faced in silence, the weight you've carried when no one else noticed. I see the nights you've prayed through tears, the mornings you got up anyway, even when your strength was gone. And I want you to hear me clearly. I am proud of you. You didn't quit when you could have. You didn't give up when it would have been easier. You kept faith when everything around you said to stop believing. That faith, your faith, is what's moving mountains right now. It's unlocking the breakthrough you've been praying for. It's opening doors no one can close. It's setting you up for financial freedom, for healing, for restoration, for destiny. Comment 777 if this truth is stirring your spirit, because this is confirmation. Heaven is moving on your behalf. The angels are already dispatched. The blessing you thought was far away is closer than your next breath. You don't have to chase it. It's chasing you. You don't have to force it. I'm aligning it. You don't have to worry how it's already written. You just have to trust me, because I never make mistakes. The season you're stepping into is one of divine alignment. I'm placing you exactly where you need to be, with the right people, at the right time, for the right purpose. What looked like rejection was redirection. What looked like loss was positioning. What looked like delay was development. You see, I was never punishing you. I was preparing you. I was training your spirit to carry the weight of your calling. I was strengthening your heart to hold the abundance I'm sending. You were not forgotten. You were being forged. And now, the refining is ending. The revealing is here. You've said, God, I can't see the way, but I've already gone before you. You've said, God, I'm tired of waiting, but I've been building while you were waiting. You've said, God, I'm not strong enough, but strength is rising in you even now. My child, your story is about to shift. The chapter of confusion is closing, and the chapter of clarity is opening. The tears you've cried have watered the ground of your breakthrough. The pain you've endured has produced power within you. You've been tested, but now you'll be trusted. You've been hidden, but now you'll be revealed. You've been waiting, but now you'll be walking into fulfillment. Don't let doubt steal this word from you. Don't let fear silence what I've spoken. Don't let impatience make you step ahead of me. My timing is perfect. My ways are flawless. My love is unshakable. I never make mistakes. Every setback was a setup. Every heartbreak had hidden healing. Every detour was divine. I was there when you thought I wasn't. I was holding you when you thought you were falling. I was guiding you when you couldn't see the road ahead. You've never been alone. You've always been in my hands. I'm about to show you why it had to happen this way. The financial strain that humbled you was training you for stewardship. The loneliness that broke you was preparing you for divine partnership. The waiting that stretched you was enlarging your capacity for blessings. Everything that didn't make sense is about to make perfect sense. You'll look back and say, "Now I understand. God never made a mistake." Stop everything right now and take a breath. Feel my peace wash over you. That tightness in your chest, that anxiety, that doubt, it's leaving. Because my presence is entering. My peace is filling every corner of your being. You've been running, but now you can rest. You've been fighting, but now I'm taking over. You've been striving, but now it's time to receive. Be still and know that I am God. I never make mistakes. The enemy has tried to convince you that you've missed it, that it's too late, that you've gone too far. Lies. Every mistake you've made, I've already redeemed. Every failure you've faced, I've already rewritten. Every sin you've confessed, I've already forgiven. Your past does not disqualify you, it qualifies you for grace. I use the broken to display my beauty. I use the weak to demonstrate my strength. I use the overlooked to reveal my glory. You are not a mistake, because I never make mistakes. You've carried guilt for too long. You've held on to shame that was never meant for you. Release it now. Lay it down. Let my mercy wash over you. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for surrender. I don't need your performance. I want your heart. I don't need your explanation. I want your trust. You don't have to earn my love. It's already yours. You don't have to prove your worth. I've already declared it. You are loved, chosen, and destined for greatness. Hit that like button if you feel this peace settling in your heart, because something shifts when faith meets agreement. Every act of faith is a declaration that you believe I'm working, even when you can't see it. You're aligning your spirit with heaven's frequency. You're saying, "God, I trust you even here." And when you do, mountains move, chains break, miracles begin. I know the world has told you you're not enough, that you've failed too many times, that you've missed your opportunity. But I'm rewriting your narrative. I'm declaring over you, you are enough because I made you enough. You are chosen because I called you by name. You are destined because I've written your story with purpose. Every breath you take is proof that your assignment isn't over. There's more to do, more to see, more to become. You're not finished, you're just beginning. The financial freedom you've prayed for, it's coming. The breakthrough you've waited for, it's unfolding. The healing you've longed for, it's happening right now. Your destiny isn't delayed, it's developing. I'm positioning you for impact beyond what you've imagined. You'll touch lives, shift atmospheres, and carry light into places others fear to go. You'll be a testimony of what I can do with a surrendered heart. And when people ask how it happened, you'll simply say, God never makes mistakes. You felt overlooked, but heaven has had its eyes on you the whole time. You felt small, but I've been enlarging your territory. You felt forgotten, but I've been whispering your name to destiny. This is not the end, it's the unveiling. The very thing that tried to break you is becoming the platform that will bless you. The enemy thought he buried you, but he didn't know you were a seed. You're about to rise stronger, brighter, more rooted than ever before. Comment 777 if you feel this resurrection power in your soul, because what I've placed inside you cannot be stopped. You've been saying, God, when will it happen? And I'm answering, sooner than you think. My hand is moving faster than your eyes can see. My favor is aligning things quicker than your mind can process. My grace is unlocking what your effort couldn't. Stop striving and start believing. Stop analyzing and start trusting. Stop fearing and start walking. Every step you take in faith is a step into destiny. Every word you speak in belief is building the life I promised. Every act of obedience is a seed for abundance. You are not in a season of loss, you are in a season of learning. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. You are not being delayed, you are being developed. I'm preparing you for more than you've asked for. You prayed for stability. I'm giving you abundance. You prayed for healing. I'm giving you wholeness. You prayed for answers. I'm giving you revelation. My blessings don't come in pieces, they come in overflow. But I must make sure your heart can hold it. That's why the pruning came before the promise. That's why the fire came before the favor. That's why the waiting came before the winning. I never make mistakes. Stay with me. Don't let distraction pull you away. What I'm speaking now is planting seeds of transformation. Every word you hear is power, shaping your future, rewriting your story. You're not who you were. You're becoming who I've always seen. You're stepping into destiny with boldness. You're walking in breakthrough with confidence. You're rising in purpose with clarity. The season of confusion is over. The fog is lifting. The light is breaking through. This is your awakening. The promise is closer than you think. Even now, I'm aligning hearts, shifting atmospheres, and preparing the ground for what's about to be released. You've prayed for open doors, but I'm building entire gateways. You've asked for a sign, but I'm orchestrating wonders. You've hoped for breakthrough, but I'm preparing overflow. Don't let impatience make you settle for less than what I've prepared. My timing isn't slow, it's strategic. Every delay has been developing something in you. Every pause has been protecting something for you. I'm never late, and I'm never early. I arrive exactly when the soil of your faith can sustain the weight of my promise. You're entering a season of divine acceleration. Things that once took years will now take moments. Prayers that seemed buried will spring to life. Relationships that felt lost will be restored in an instant. You'll look around and say, "How did everything change so fast?" And you'll know it wasn't luck, it was my hand. I'm redeeming time, restoring opportunities, and releasing what the enemy tried to withhold. You thought you were behind, but you're about to surge ahead. This is the season where faith meets fulfillment, where effort meets grace, where sowing meets harvest. Comment 777 if you feel this acceleration in your spirit, because your agreement unlocks alignment. There's a new boldness rising in you. The fear that once silenced you is breaking. The hesitation that once held you back is gone. You will speak with authority, move with confidence, and walk in purpose like never before. The words you once whispered in prayer will become declarations that shift the atmosphere. You are not just a receiver of my promises, you are a carrier of my power. Wherever you go, my presence will go with you. When you speak, light will pierce darkness. When you act, grace will follow. You will no longer shrink to fit spaces that can't hold your calling. I'm expanding your influence, not for your fame, but for my glory. My child, there are people waiting for what I've placed inside you. Your story will heal others. Your testimony will free others. Your courage will inspire others. You've been through the fire not to be burned, but to be refined into a vessel that carries my love with purity. Every scar tells a story of survival, of grace, of redemption. You thought the battle was about you, but it was about what I'm building through you. The enemy attacked so fiercely because he knew your obedience would change lives. He knew your breakthrough would break chains for others. But his attempts failed, because I never make mistakes, and my plan cannot be stopped. You've been asking for strength, and I've been giving it to you in layers. You've been asking for peace, and I've been teaching you how to walk in it. You've been asking for direction, and I've been ordering every step. You're learning that faith isn't the absence of fear, it's the choice to move forward anyway. You're learning that peace isn't found in perfect circumstances, it's found in my presence. You're learning that destiny isn't something you chase, it's something you become when you trust me completely. Stop everything and breathe, because you're standing at the intersection of promise and purpose, and I'm guiding you forward. I'm restoring your joy, the laughter that faded, the spark that dimmed, the hope that felt out of reach. It's all returning. You will smile again, not because everything is perfect, but because you've learned to trust the one who is. I'm breathing life into what seemed lifeless. I'm reviving dreams that once felt impossible. I'm reigniting passions that have been dormant for too long. The light in you will shine again, brighter than before, because this time it's fueled by faith, not fear. This time it's anchored in peace, not pressure. This time it's guided by wisdom, not worry. Your provision is coming from unexpected places. I'm sending help from directions you didn't anticipate. A conversation, a connection, a door you didn't even knock on it will all align in your favor. Don't underestimate small beginnings, because even the smallest seed contains potential for forests. The opportunity that looks insignificant might be the gateway to your breakthrough. Stay alert, stay faithful, stay ready. I'm working through details you can't yet see, and soon, what's been unseen will become undeniable. Hit that like button if you're ready to walk into what I've prepared, because faith in action activates miracles. I'm calling you to higher ground now. The elevation may feel lonely, but it's necessary. Everyone can't go where I'm taking you. Some connections were seasonal, and it's time to release them with love. Don't mourn what I've removed. It was never meant to carry the weight of where you're going. The next level requires clarity, focus, and purity of heart. I'm not taking from you, I'm making room for more. The pruning hurts, but it's producing fruit. The separation stings, but it's sanctifying your spirit. You'll soon see that what you lost was nothing compared to what you're gaining. You've been asking for confirmation, and here it is. I am still with you. Even when it felt silent, I was speaking through stillness. Even when it looked empty, I was filling the space with purpose. Even when it felt broken, I was building something new. Don't mistake quiet for absence or delay for denial. My silence is never neglect, it's strategy. I've been preparing you to hear beyond words, to trust beyond evidence, to believe beyond logic. That kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of trust opens heaven. That kind of obedience changes everything. Comment 777 if you're ready to trust me deeper, because this is where miracles begin. I'm shifting your perspective. The same storm that once frightened you will now strengthen you. The same challenge that once drained you will now develop you. You'll begin to see that nothing was wasted, not one tear, not one failure, not one waiting season. I've used them all to shape your destiny. I'm the God who turns messes into messages, chaos into creation, and pain into purpose. Every piece of your story fits perfectly into my masterpiece. You may not see the full picture yet, but soon you'll stand back and say, "Now I understand God never made a mistake." The understanding will come like sunlight breaking through the clouds. It won't rush, but it will arrive in perfect clarity. You'll look back at the pain, the confusion, the endless waiting, and you'll see my fingerprints in every detail. I was never punishing you. I was polishing you. The pressure you felt wasn't meant to destroy you. It was forming diamonds within your soul. You were being strengthened for the weight of glory that's about to rest upon your life. The deeper the crushing, the brighter the shine. That's why I allowed it, because I never make mistakes. You've carried responsibilities that felt far too heavy, but I'm lifting the weight now. You'll begin to feel light again, free again, alive again. The burdens that once drained your strength are being exchanged for peace that surpasses understanding. You'll no longer live in survival mode. You'll thrive, flourish, and expand. The dreams that once scared you will now excite you. The challenges that once broke you will now build you. You'll walk with authority because you've learned to trust the source of your strength. I've not called you to exhaustion. I've called you to excellence. Rest in the assurance that everything I start, I finish perfectly. There are people watching you who will find faith because of your endurance. They saw you fall, but they'll also see you rise. They saw your tears, but they'll soon witness your testimony. I've chosen your life as a living example of redemption to show the world what grace looks like in motion. You are proof that failure isn't final when faith is alive. I'm turning your scars into stories that inspire, your pain into purpose that multiplies. The same mouths that spoke against you will speak of my glory when they see what I do through you. The turnaround will be so swift, so undeniable, that even your enemies will have to admit, God never makes mistakes. You've been standing at the edge of something new, sensing it, but not yet seeing it. That stirring inside you isn't restlessness, it's readiness. I'm awakening your spirit for transition. The chapter you're in is closing, not because you failed, but because you've learned what you needed to. Don't fear the unknown. I've already written it. Don't resist the shift. It's divine. New doors, new relationships, new opportunities, they're waiting just beyond the step of faith. You'll soon realize that everything you thought was ending was simply evolving into something greater. What felt like loss was actually relocation to your next level. My child, I'm calling you to walk in divine confidence, not arrogance, but assurance, the kind that comes from knowing who you belong to. You don't need to prove yourself when I've already approved you. You don't need to chase validation when I've already declared your value. I'm stripping away the need for applause so you can focus on purpose. You'll no longer perform for acceptance. You'll live from acceptance. The world's opinions will lose their power over you. Your peace will come from knowing that I'm pleased. Walk boldly, speak truthfully, love freely, and trust completely. This is how you honor me. I'm bringing restoration to what you thought was beyond repair. Relationships you released in pain will return with peace. Dreams you buried will rise with clarity. Joy you lost will return with depth. Nothing is beyond redemption when it's in my hands. I specialize in impossible recoveries. You've been through enough to know that when I rebuild, I do it better. The structure I'm raising in your life will be stronger than what collapsed. The people I'm sending will value what others took for granted. The doors I'm opening will lead to places of lasting purpose, not temporary satisfaction. This time, it won't fall apart. It will flourish. I see how hard you've tried to stay hopeful when everything seemed to fall apart. I've watched you cling to faith when logic told you to give up. That faith has not gone unnoticed. It's been the seed that's drawing heaven's attention. Every prayer you whispered, every tear you shed, Every act of kindness you gave when no one saw, it's all been recorded. Nothing has been wasted. You've been building treasure in the unseen, and now I'm about to manifest it in the visible. You'll see tangible proof that faith still moves mountains, that prayer still changes things, that hope still wins. You're stepping into a season of divine connections. I'm sending people who speak your language of purpose, who recognize your anointing, who add value instead of draining it. Some will come as mentors, others as partners, and a few as divine helpers sent just for this season. These connections will not be random, they'll be orchestrated with precision. The conversations will be timely, the collaborations will be fruitful, the alignment will be supernatural. You'll know it's me because everything will flow with peace. Nothing forced, nothing confusing, nothing chaotic. Just grace upon grace. Stop worrying about how everything will come together. That's my job, not yours. You focus on faith. I'll handle the fulfillment. You focus on obedience. I'll take care of the outcome. I've never required you to understand everything, only to trust. When you walk by faith, you allow me to demonstrate my power in ways that logic can't comprehend. The less control you hold, the more miracles I release. So rest, my child. The winds are changing in your favor, and soon you'll see everything I promised start to unfold before your eyes. Comment 777 if this word feels alive in your spirit, because heaven responds to faith-filled agreement. Every declaration you make in alignment with my truth releases authority in the unseen. Don't underestimate the power of your words. They carry the breath of the one who created the universe. Speak life over your situation. Speak victory over your future. Speak abundance into your days. You're not just repeating phrases, you're building realities. I've given you the power to frame your world with faith, and I never make mistakes in the ones I choose to carry that authority. There's a sacred stillness I'm inviting you into now. Not the stillness of emptiness, but the stillness of peace. The kind that anchors your soul in chaos, that quiets your mind when the noise rises, that reminds you I'm in control. When you enter this stillness, you'll find revelation waiting. Answers will come effortlessly. Clarity will flow like a river. You'll no longer feel the need to chase after understanding, it will chase after you. In that stillness, you'll feel my heartbeat again, steady and sure, reminding you that you're safe, you're loved, and you're seen. When you find peace in stillness, you'll begin to recognize the rhythm of my voice. It's not always loud, not always dramatic, it's often gentle, like the wind that brushes your face, or the quiet thought that enters your heart at just the right time. I've been speaking to you in ways that go beyond words, through the timing of events, through the stirring in your spirit, through the people I've sent to encourage you. You've thought it was coincidence, but it was me. Every detail, every nudge, every delay, it was all part of my conversation with you. I've been leading you not through chaos, but through quiet alignment. You are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. I'm about to expand your capacity. You've handled small things faithfully, and now I'm trusting you with more. The influence I'm about to place in your hands will require maturity and wisdom, but you are ready. You've been tested in private, and now I will reward you in public. You will carry responsibility with grace, and others will look to you for guidance because of the peace you walk in. You'll lead not with pride, but with humility. You'll influence not through noise, but through presence. I'm positioning you as a light in dark places, not to be hidden, but to shine with purpose. Don't shrink from it. I've prepared you for this moment long before you saw it coming. You've been asking, why me? And my answer is simple: because you were chosen. Not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. Willing to trust me when you didn't understand. Willing to walk when you couldn't see. willing to forgive when it hurt the most. That willingness is what separates you. Others may have had more resources, more support, more opportunity, but you had faith. And faith is the currency of heaven. It moves mountains, opens doors, and releases miracles. What I'm about to do in your life isn't based on merit, it's based on mercy. You'll receive blessings you didn't earn, favor you didn't expect, and opportunities that will remind you that I never make mistakes. I'm bringing balance to your life. The areas that have felt out of sync will begin to align. The constant tug of war between your mind and your spirit will find peace. You'll learn to walk in rhythm with me, no longer rushing ahead, no longer falling behind. You'll rest while you move, and you'll move while you rest. You'll understand that balance isn't about perfection, it's about trust. Trust that I'm guiding your steps, even when the road feels uneven. Trust that I'm holding you steady when the world shakes. Trust that you can breathe, because I've already gone before you and cleared the path. The next doors I'm opening for you are not just opportunities, they are assignments. Each one will stretch you, but none will overwhelm you. I will give you grace for every challenge and wisdom for every decision. You'll find yourself in rooms that feel bigger than you, but you'll realize I sent you there for a reason. You'll bring peace into chaos, clarity into confusion, and light into darkness. The confidence you'll walk in will not come from arrogance, but from the quiet knowing that I'm with you. Every word you speak will carry weight. Every action you take will carry impact. This is what I've been preparing you for. I'm healing the parts of you that you've hidden from everyone else. The parts that still ache when you think about the past. The moments that left you feeling unworthy or unseen. I'm touching those wounds now, not to remind you of the pain, but to release the power that was trapped inside it. Every place where you were broken will become a place of blessing. Every memory that brought tears will now bring strength. You'll no longer carry the residue of what hurt you, you'll carry the revelation of what healed you. This is deeper than recovery, it's transformation. You'll rise from what once buried you and use it to build something beautiful. I see your quiet sacrifices, the times you gave when no one noticed, the prayers you prayed when no one believed, the love you offered when it wasn't returned. Those moments weren't overlooked. They were seen, honored, and recorded in heaven. I'm rewarding the unseen faithfulness. You're about to receive public blessing for private obedience. You didn't do it for recognition, but I'm giving it to you anyway, not to boast, but to show the world that faithfulness still matters. The reward will come suddenly, effortlessly, undeniably. You'll stand in awe and know it was me all along. There's a fresh anointing being poured over your life right now. It's washing away the heaviness, the fatigue, the doubt. You'll feel new strength rising in your spirit, a confidence that doesn't waver with circumstances. You'll speak differently, think differently, move differently. The things that used to drain you will no longer affect you because your perspective has shifted. You've stepped out of striving and into flow. You've moved from pressure into purpose. You'll start to see how even the most painful moments had divine design. Everything was preparing you for this outpouring of grace. Everything was working for your good. I never make mistakes. Stop fearing what's ahead. The unknown is not your enemy, it's your invitation. I'm not calling you to predict the future. I'm calling you to walk with the one who holds it. Tomorrow is not something to worry about. It's something to welcome. My plans for you are not fragile. They're fortified. My will for you is not uncertain. It's unstoppable. Even if the path feels steep, every step is ordained. You don't have to understand it all to trust me. You just have to keep moving. I'm guiding your every decision, protecting your every step, and aligning every outcome for your favor. You've entered the beginning of something holy. The atmosphere around you is shifting. The things that once intimidated you will now bow before you. The fear that once silenced you will now fuel your faith. The places that once rejected you will soon call for you. This is the season of divine reversal, where everything the enemy meant for harm turns into good. You'll not only recover what was lost, you'll receive double. Double for the waiting, double for the pain, double for the tears. I'm not restoring you to where you were, I'm elevating you to where you belong. Stay faithful, stay expectant, and keep walking, because I'm not done yet. The elevation I'm bringing will surprise even you. You'll wake up one day and realize the weight you carried for years has vanished. The doors that once required force will open with ease. The people who once doubted you will stand in awe, not because you sought validation, but because I chose to demonstrate my faithfulness through your life. What's coming next will not make sense to those who only look with human eyes. They will see increase, but they won't understand the sacrifice. They will see favor, but they won't grasp the fire you walked through to carry it. You are stepping into a season where everything hidden will be revealed in glory. Every unseen seed will blossom at once. My child, I'm breathing fresh vision into your heart. The dreams you thought were finished are about to expand beyond your imagination. You once believed the purpose I gave you had an end, but I'm showing you it's only evolving. What you built in one season will multiply in the next. I'm increasing your reach, widening your impact, and deepening your roots. You will not only create, you will cultivate. You will not only receive, you will release. What flows into you must now flow through you, because I am turning you into a river, not a reservoir. The world needs what I've placed within you, and it's time for it to flow freely. There's a supernatural favor hovering over your name right now. Contracts will align, opportunities will find you, and doors will open without effort. Not because of manipulation or striving, but because I have decreed it. The places that once ignored you will now call for you. The projects that once stalled will now accelerate. The ideas that once felt too big will now be fully funded. You are about to see the evidence of my abundance in tangible ways. I'm not only meeting your needs, I am exceeding them. Your cup will overflow, so you can pour into others. Financial freedom will no longer be a dream. It will become your reality, because I trust you to steward it with integrity. You've been faithful with little, and now I'm trusting you with much. The influence that's coming is not for vanity, it's for victory. You will use your platform to lift others, your words to heal, your presence to restore hope. People will come to you, not for fame, but for truth. They will sense peace when you speak, because you carry my presence. I will use your life as a living sermon of grace. What once brought shame will now bring revelation. What once broke you will now build bridges for others. You will be the proof that redemption is real, that restoration is possible, that miracles still happen every day. Don't be afraid of new responsibilities. What I'm giving you is not a burden, it's a blessing disguised as purpose. You won't need to strive, you'll simply step. You won't need to compete, you'll simply create. The space I've reserved for you cannot be taken by anyone else. Your assignment has your name on it, written in heaven's ink, sealed by my authority. No opposition can erase it. No delay can deny it. No voice can cancel it. What I've ordained for you will stand. You've been trained for this moment, even when you didn't know it. The seasons of confusion were classrooms, and now it's time to graduate into destiny. I'm bringing you divine rest in the midst of acceleration. You'll accomplish more in peace than you ever did in pressure. You'll move faster without rushing. You'll produce more without striving. My presence will become your pace. You'll no longer measure success by how much you do, but by how deeply you trust. The world measures worth by results, but I measure it by relationship. When you remain connected to me, fruit will come naturally. You are the branch. I am the vine. Stay close to me, and everything else will fall into place. I'm awakening the creative spirit I placed inside you. The ideas you've been afraid to act on, they came from me. The visions you've shelved because they seemed too big, they were divine. Dust them off, revisit them, and move forward. I will send resources, mentors, and partners to bring them to life. You'll see that creativity isn't about invention, it's about reflection, reflecting my glory through what you create. Every project, every plan, every purpose will carry my signature through your hands. You'll create not just for success, but for impact. Your work will carry anointing, your words will carry transformation. There's a breakthrough in your emotions that's unfolding even now. The heaviness you've felt lately is lifting. The numbness that once silenced your joy is breaking. I'm restoring the childlike wonder that life tried to steal from you. You'll laugh again, not from relief, but from freedom. You'll dream again, not from desperation, but from faith. The walls you built to protect yourself are coming down because I'm replacing your fear with trust. You no longer need to guard yourself from love when I am your guard. The pain that once defined you will no longer dictate your decisions. You are healed, whole, and ready to love boldly again. I see the visions you've had in your quiet moments, the glimpses of a future that seemed too extraordinary to believe. Those weren't fantasies, they were previews. I was showing you what's possible when you walk fully aligned with my will. The reason they haven't manifested yet is because the foundation had to be strong enough to hold them. But now, the structure is ready. Your heart is steady, your faith is rooted, your spirit is mature. What's been promised is now being positioned. You're about to step into fulfillment that will feel both surreal and sacred. When it happens, remember, it was never coincidence. It was covenant. The connections I'm bringing now will feel effortless. You won't have to chase, convince, or perform. Those I send will recognize you by spirit, not status. They will see your heart before they see your hand. Together, you'll build what no one could build alone. It will be kingdom work, restorative, impactful, eternal. These partnerships will come with confirmation, not confusion. Peace will mark every alignment, and joy will accompany every assignment. You'll know they're from me because they'll multiply your peace, not your pressure. I'm sending them to remind you that you were never meant to walk alone. Comment 777 if you feel this word resonating in your soul, because your agreement in this moment is planting seeds for your future. Every act of faith you take echoes through eternity. I'm watching how you respond, not out of judgment, but out of joy. Each time you choose trust over fear, heaven moves. Each time you choose faith over doubt, mountains shift. Each time you choose love over anger, the world changes a little more. You are my vessel of transformation, my chosen messenger of light, and every step you take forward confirms that I never make mistakes. The heavens are opening wider over your life. You've reached a point where obedience and opportunity collide, where faith transforms into manifestation. You've waited patiently, and now I'm rewarding that endurance. The answers that once felt delayed will arrive swiftly, like rain after drought. You will not have to beg for what's already yours. You will not have to chase what's been divinely assigned to you. My timing is perfect, and I'm releasing a wave of blessings so specific, so personal, that you'll know it could only be me. The same hand that held you in your wilderness is now guiding you into your promised place. I'm about to restore your name in places where it was misunderstood. Those who misjudged your silence will witness your strength. Those who questioned your purpose will witness your power. I'm not sending you back to prove a point, I'm sending you back to reveal my glory. The story they thought was over is only at its turning point. You'll rise with grace, not arrogance. with peace, not bitterness. The same mouths that once spoke against you will now bless you. I am your vindication, your defender, your advocate, and I never lose a case. Trust me to handle what you can't confront, because I fight your battles better than you ever could. I'm awakening spiritual discernment in you like never before. You'll begin to sense what's unseen, recognize truth through noise, and see beyond appearances. No deception will stand near you, because light exposes every hidden motive. I will teach you to listen deeply, to discern not only people but timing, atmosphere, and direction. You'll no longer be swayed by emotion or flattery, but guided by revelation. Every decision you make from this moment forward will carry divine insight. You'll step into conversations with wisdom beyond your years, clarity beyond your understanding, and peace that confirms my presence. This level of discernment is a gift, and I've entrusted it to you because I know you'll use it to build, not to boast. I'm restoring the rhythm of your joy. The laughter that once felt foreign is returning. The delight in small things will feel natural again. You'll wake up with gratitude, not dread, with vision, not confusion. The heaviness that sat on your chest for months will lift as light as morning air. You'll begin to dance through days that once drained you. You'll sing songs you thought you'd forgotten. This joy is not temporary, it's rooted in restoration. It's joy that flows from healing, peace that flows from trust, and contentment that flows from surrender. You'll finally understand that happiness is not found in what you gain, but in who you've become through grace. There are ideas forming in your mind that are not random, they are revelations. I'm planting divine strategies for your next season. What you once saw as limitations will now become innovation. You'll receive inspiration at unexpected times. In the quiet of morning, in a simple conversation, in a moment of reflection. Write them down, guard them, act on them. These are not just ideas, they are keys. Each one unlocks a new level of provision, influence, and purpose. I'm aligning resources with revelation, ensuring that when you step forward, everything you need will already be in place. You won't have to chase opportunity. Opportunity will chase obedience. You're about to see reconciliation in areas long considered hopeless. Hearts that were hardened will soften. Words left unsaid will find their voice. Misunderstandings will melt away like mist before the sun. I am bringing restoration not through confrontation, but through compassion. The forgiveness you've extended in secret will now return as peace in abundance. The relationships I restore in this season will be built on truth and trust, not pride or pretense. You'll see that what I rebuild cannot be broken again. Where there was distance, there will be unity. Where there was bitterness, there will be blessing. Where there was silence, there will be song. You've asked for signs, and I'm sending them. Pay attention to patterns, the repetition of numbers, the timing of words, the stirring in your spirit when truth is near. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Heaven has a language, and I'm teaching you how to hear it. Each sign will guide you closer to your purpose. Each moment of awareness will strengthen your faith. The more you acknowledge my presence, the clearer my direction will become. I'm not far from you. I'm within every detail of your journey. When you walk, I'm beside you. When you rest, I'm surrounding you. When you speak in faith, I'm amplifying your voice. You're entering a phase where your influence will expand beyond what you imagined, not through striving, but through grace. People you've never met will be drawn to your light. Nations you've never seen will be touched by your story. The words you've spoken in faith will travel farther than you expect. This isn't fame, it's fulfillment. You were made to be a voice of hope, a vessel of healing, a bridge between heaven and earth. I'm sending you into spaces where my love is needed most, and you will carry it naturally. The same compassion that once made you feel fragile will now make you powerful. You'll touch hearts others can't reach because you've known the depth of pain and the height of peace. I'm renewing your strength like an eagle's. You'll rise above situations that used to pull you down. The storms will still come, but they won't shake you. You'll glide through winds that once would have broken you. The altitude I'm taking you to requires trust, not effort. The higher you go, the quieter it becomes. Don't mistake the silence for absence. The air is thinner at this level because you're breathing rare grace. You'll see things from a higher perspective now, clearer, sharper, truer. You'll no longer react to turbulence. You'll ride it because you know who's in control of the wind. Comment 777 if this message is igniting something in your spirit, because your faith is the spark that fuels miracles. Every time you declare belief, the atmosphere shifts. Every time you align your words with my promises, you activate the unseen. Speak life into what seems impossible. Declare abundance where there's lack, peace where there's chaos, light where there's confusion. You carry authority, not because of who you are, but because of who I am within you. Walk as though heaven moves with you, because it does. You are my chosen, my beloved, my vessel, and I never make mistakes. The winds of transformation are intensifying around you. Everything that once felt stagnant is beginning to move. What seemed locked is now loosening. What seemed distant is drawing near. I'm aligning circumstances that have been scattered for years. You're about to see how every disconnected piece fits perfectly in my plan. What appeared random will soon reveal divine order. Every closed door was protecting your path. Every delay was preserving your destiny. You've been walking through preparation disguised as waiting, but now preparation meets purpose. The season you're entering will not look like anything you've known before. It will be marked by grace, speed, and clarity. I'm awakening your spiritual authority. You've prayed, you've fasted, you've waited, and now it's time to command. You'll speak, and things will shift. You'll declare, and mountains will move. Your words carry the weight of heaven because they are rooted in faith, not fear. I've trained your tongue in silence, refined your spirit in struggle, and now I'm releasing your voice with power. You'll no longer just react to circumstances, you'll shape them. This is the authority that comes from alignment. When your heart matches my will, your words carry creative force. Use this power wisely, for it builds and restores. I've anointed you not to impress, but to impact. I'm restoring clarity to your vision. The fog that clouded your direction is lifting. You'll begin to see with new eyes, eyes of faith, eyes of wisdom, eyes that perceive what others overlook. You've been focusing on what's in front of you, but I'm teaching you to see beyond it. The surface is temporary. The unseen is eternal. What you thought was an obstacle was actually an opening. What you thought was a loss was really leverage for your next step. Every vision I've given you is still alive, breathing under the surface, waiting for the appointed moment to rise. Don't second-guess what I've spoken just because it hasn't yet manifested. My promises have no expiration date. There's a shift happening in your relationships. I'm sending people who see your purpose, not your past. I'm surrounding you with those who speak life, not doubt. The isolation you felt was necessary to remove distractions, but now connection returns. Divine partnerships are forming, born of mutual faith and shared mission. You'll walk with those who sharpen your spirit, who push you toward purpose, who carry alignment in their hearts. These are destiny connections, not casual acquaintances. The ones who couldn't stay were never meant to go where you're headed. Release them in peace. What's coming next will require a tribe that understands heaven's rhythm. I'm releasing an anointing for innovation. You've seen patterns that others missed, and now I'm calling you to build what doesn't yet exist. You'll pioneer ideas that transform industries, shift mindsets, and elevate lives. The insight you receive will not just prosper you, it will bless many. Every thought I plant in your mind is a seed with purpose. Protect it, nurture it, execute it with faith. You are not behind. You are being strategically positioned at the front of a new wave. When others copy trends, you will create truth. When others chase success, you will carry significance. I'm giving you divine blueprints for the future, and I trust you to steward them well. You've prayed for peace, and I'm granting it in abundance. Not peace that depends on perfection, but peace that transcends it. You'll feel calm in chaos, clarity in confusion, stability in shifting seasons. The storms around you may not stop immediately, but they will no longer shake what's within you. I've anchored your spirit in unshakable faith. This peace is your armor, your anchor, and your gift. When others panic, you will stand firm. When others fear, you will shine. My peace is not passive, it's power. It silences fear, conquers doubt, and invites miracles. I'm raising your awareness of timing. There will be moments where I tell you to move quickly, and others where I instruct you to wait. Learn to discern my pace. When I say go, don't hesitate. When I say pause, don't push. Obedience to timing is the gateway to effortless victory. Rushing will drain you, but alignment will sustain you. Every door I open is time-sensitive. Every opportunity I bring comes with grace attached. Don't fear missing it. You can't miss what's divinely marked for you. Just stay sensitive to my rhythm, for it leads to fulfillment without striving. I'm activating miracles in your daily life. The supernatural will become natural. You'll see small wonders unfold around you, needs met before you ask, solutions appearing before the problem grows, favor meeting you in unexpected ways. Don't overlook these moments. They are reminders that I'm near. Every miracle, big or small, is an echo of my faithfulness. I'm teaching you to live in expectation, to see every day as divine. Miracles are not interruptions. They are invitations to believe more deeply. Walk in awareness, for my presence surrounds you at all times. You've been asking about purpose, and I'm answering. Your purpose is bigger than a position, greater than a title. It's the expression of my love through your life. Whether you're building, teaching, creating, or healing, your purpose is to reflect me. You are a mirror of grace, a vessel of light, a carrier of truth. Every act of kindness, every moment of courage, every word of hope you speak ripples through eternity. Stop trying to fit your calling into a category. I made you limitless on purpose. You are meant to move fluidly, to impact broadly, to love deeply. This is what it means to live in divine purpose. Your past will no longer echo in your present. The memories that once haunted you will now serve as reminders of how far you've come. You'll no longer replay pain, you'll rewrite history. I've turned what was once your breaking point into your breakthrough. The shame that tried to define you has been erased. The guilt that weighed you down has been lifted. I've thrown your past into the sea of forgetfulness, and I remember it no more. So release it once and for all. You are not who you were. You are who I've declared you to be. Whole, redeemed, unstoppable. If you can feel this truth in your spirit, comment 777. Let that declaration be your agreement that this word is yours. Every time you act in faith, heaven moves on your behalf. I'm aligning everything in your life with purpose, positioning you for impact and preparing you for overflow. This is not coincidence. This is covenant. I never make mistakes, and I've never once lost track of you. You are stepping into a realm of divine revelation. I am expanding your understanding of who I am and who you are in me. You will begin to see life through the eyes of faith rather than fear, through the lens of promise rather than pain. What once confused you will now make sense, and what once frightened you will now fuel you. This is not a time to shrink back, it is a time to step forward boldly. You've prayed to see my glory, and now you'll witness it unfold in ways that defy logic. I'm removing veils of limitation and showing you that nothing is too difficult for me. Every barrier is becoming a bridge. Every wilderness is turning into a garden. I'm breathing life into forgotten places. The dreams you buried because of disappointment are stirring again. The visions you left behind are awakening. I am rekindling the fire that once burned in you, but was dimmed by doubt. Don't be afraid of starting again, because this time you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. The lessons you've learned will fuel the success I'm bringing. The wisdom gained through waiting is priceless, and now it will guide you as you walk into manifestation. What felt like endings were simply restarts in disguise. I'm turning every closed chapter into a foundation for your next masterpiece. I'm revealing hidden strength within you. You've underestimated what I placed inside your spirit. The resilience that kept you standing when others fell wasn't just survival, it was divine design. You carry a strength that comes from the storms you endured. You learned how to bend but not break, to fall but not stay down, to cry but still believe. That strength will now become your signature. It will carry you into rooms where endurance matters more than experience. The world will recognize the weight of your faith before they recognize your name. You've been refined by fire, and now you shine with purpose that cannot be extinguished. There's a healing wave flowing through your mind right now. The thoughts that once tormented you are losing power. The lies that whispered you weren't enough are being silenced by truth. I'm cleansing the mental space where fear once lived. You will think clearly again, dream freely again, and rest deeply again. I'm rewiring your thoughts to align with heaven's frequency. You'll no longer dwell on what's missing, you'll meditate on what's manifesting. This renewal will bring peace that sustains you through every change. The war in your mind ends when you remember that victory was already written. You are not fighting for freedom, you are walking in it. You've asked for signs of confirmation, and they will come through alignment, not anxiety. You won't need to chase them, they'll chase you. The timing of conversations, the repetition of words, the unexpected peace in decision, all of it will be me speaking. I'm training your heart to recognize divine timing, not just divine power. The moment you rest in trust is the moment miracles multiply. You'll begin to understand that my silence is often a strategy, not a punishment. The waiting was not withholding, it was preparation. Now that your heart is aligned, the manifestations will no longer delay. The answers are already unfolding around you, piece by piece, day by day. I'm expanding your territory beyond comfort. You've prayed for growth, and now I'm stretching you. The opportunities coming will challenge your limits, but they will also reveal your potential. Don't run from the unfamiliar, it's the soil where greatness grows. The people I'm sending will speak life into your calling, but they'll also push you to rise higher. They'll see the version of you that I see, not the one shaped by fear. You'll find yourself operating in spaces that once intimidated you, but peace will confirm you belong there. I'm not sending you to prove yourself, I'm sending you to establish purpose. You'll be a light in places that have forgotten hope. I'm breaking cycles that have repeated in your family line. The habits that once hindered generations before you will end with you. The financial limitations, the emotional struggles, the spiritual blockages, they stop here. You're stepping into a generational shift of blessing. Your obedience is planting seeds for children you haven't even met yet. The freedom you walk in will become their foundation. I'm rewriting your family story through your faith. You'll be the one who shifts the pattern, who breaks the curse, who establishes legacy. Every tear shed by your ancestors will find redemption in your victory. This is more than your story, it's your lineage being restored. The atmosphere around you is shifting because of your praise. Every time you worship, walls crumble in the unseen. You may not see the results immediately, but the vibration of your gratitude is shaking foundations. I inhabit the praises of my people, and where my presence dwells, impossibilities dissolve. Keep worshiping when it's hard. Keep speaking life when it hurts. Keep thanking me even when it hasn't yet manifested. Gratitude is not the reaction, it's the activation. When you thank me in advance, heaven moves ahead of you. What you call delay, I call divine preparation. The door that opens next will respond to the sound of your faith. I'm aligning you with divine assignments that will stretch your capacity for compassion. You'll be drawn to people who reflect the version of you that once struggled. You'll speak words that heal, not because you studied healing, but because you lived it. I've turned your pain into empathy, your losses into understanding, your battles into wisdom. These encounters will not drain you, they will fulfill you. You'll realize that your story was never just about you, it was about the ones you're called to reach. Every conversation will carry grace. Every moment of kindness will echo eternity. You are my vessel of hope, and your presence will shift atmospheres wherever you go. I'm teaching you to trust the unseen. The evidence of faith isn't always visible. It's often felt. You may not see the miracle forming, but it's there. You may not feel the breakthrough coming, but it's near. I'm working beneath the surface, in dimensions your eyes can't perceive. Faith is your invitation to believe before the reveal. I am not a man that I should lie, nor a promise maker who forgets. If I said it, I'll do it. If I began it, I'll finish it. Keep walking, keep believing, keep expecting. You're about to see what happens when faith meets fulfillment. Comment 777 if you feel this stirring in your heart, because your agreement in this moment releases waves of blessing beyond your imagination. You are entering a divine acceleration that will redefine everything you thought was possible. The waiting that once felt endless is now giving birth to momentum. You'll sense things shifting faster, aligning smoother, unfolding naturally. Doors that were sealed shut will open without struggle. The path ahead will feel illuminated, clear, and guided. You will move with divine precision, not by force, but by flow. Every step you take will feel orchestrated, because it is. I'm aligning heaven's timeline with your obedience, and where alignment meets faith, acceleration follows. The seeds you planted in patience are now sprouting in abundance. I'm awakening a deeper awareness of my presence within you. You'll no longer see me as distant, but as constant. You'll recognize me in the details, the way the light filters through your window, the unexpected message that brings peace, the moment your heart feels still amidst chaos. I am not far away. I am woven into your every moment. You don't need to climb to find me. I dwell within you. You'll begin to move through life with calm confidence, knowing that every situation carries my fingerprint. When you realize that I am in all things, worry loses its power, and faith becomes your default language. The creative spirit inside you is about to overflow. I'm birthing new songs, new visions, new ideas through your surrender. The imagination you once doubted is being sanctified for divine purpose. You will write what heals, speak what restores, build what blesses. I'm not asking you to be perfect, I'm asking you to be open. When you yield to inspiration, you partner with eternity. Every creative act you birth will echo with my essence. This is why you've felt stirred lately. Restless for more, it's my spirit awakening expression. Let it flow freely, without fear of judgment. Your creativity is prophecy in motion, and it will touch lives in ways words cannot. I'm sending divine provision into areas where lack once lingered. Resources are being released. Connections are forming. Favor is finding you. You've tried to make things happen through effort, but now you'll see what happens through trust. What couldn't move by striving will shift through surrender. I am your source, not circumstance. The systems of this world are not your supply chain. I'm releasing opportunities that will align perfectly with your calling. Finances will come as confirmation, not temptation. Wealth will flow, but it will serve purpose, not pride. You will see that prosperity is not a distraction, it's a tool for destiny when handled with humility. The healing anointing in your hands is awakening. You may have felt compassion in ways that overwhelm you, but it's not weakness, it's power. When you pray, peace will flow. When you speak, burdens will lift. When you touch, hearts will mend. I'm moving through your empathy, not as emotion, but as energy. You will carry healing into conversations, workplaces, and families without even realizing it. People will feel lighter after being near you, not because of who you are, but because of who I am through you. You've been asking for purpose. This is part of it, to carry wholeness into broken spaces. I'm preparing to reveal hidden treasures within you. Gifts you haven't discovered yet will surface naturally. Abilities you once dismissed will now bloom. You'll find that the skills you thought were ordinary are divine assignments in disguise. I'm weaving together your passions and your purpose into one seamless expression of calling. You won't need to imitate anyone else. Authenticity is your anointing. The uniqueness you once questioned is your greatest strength. I designed you with intention, crafted every detail with divine precision. Stop comparing yourself to others. They can't fulfill what was written for you. You are the only one who can release what I placed within you. You've been faithful in unseen seasons, and now I'm lifting the veil. Recognition will come, not to inflate your ego, but to expand your influence. I'm bringing visibility to your obedience. People will see your consistency and call it sudden success, but you'll know it was years of faith meeting the right moment. Stay grounded. Stay grateful. Let humility be your protection, and I will keep elevating you. The stage I'm giving you is not for applause, it's for impact. You'll stand where your story can give others strength. You will not chase platforms. Platforms will call for you. I'm bringing harmony to your inner world. The battles between your spirit and your mind will begin to cease. You'll experience peace that feels supernatural because it is. I'm calming storms inside you that no one else knew existed. The anxiety that once ruled your nights will fade like morning mist. You'll rest deeper, laugh louder, and breathe easier. I'm not only healing your heart, I'm restoring your rhythm. You'll find joy in the ordinary again, beauty in the simple again, hope in the quiet again. This is not temporary relief, it's permanent restoration. The chaos you've known will no longer define your days. I'm rewriting how you see success. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. It's not about being seen, it's about being significant. Success in my kingdom looks like peace, purpose, and persistence. You'll begin to measure progress by alignment, not applause. What you achieve in secret will outweigh what's recognized in public. You'll feel fulfillment in faithfulness, not fame. When your motives stay pure, multiplication follows naturally. I'm giving you influence with integrity. You won't have to trade authenticity for attention. What I build through you will last because it's rooted in eternity. You're about to walk in uncommon confidence. The hesitation that once made you question your calling will disappear. You'll make decisions with clarity, speak with conviction, and move with authority. Doubt will no longer dwell in you because revelation will take its place. You'll stop asking, "Can I do this?" and start declaring, "God is doing this through me." The confidence I give is not arrogance, it's awareness of purpose. You'll walk boldly not because you trust yourself, but because you trust me completely. The next time fear whispers, remind it of who sent you. You were chosen for this, equipped for this, destined for this. I'm pouring wisdom into your discernment. You will recognize what is real without needing explanation. You'll sense motives without confrontation, discern truth without argument. This isn't suspicion, it's spiritual sensitivity. I'm refining your intuition to match my instruction. What once confused you will now seem clear. You'll be guided by peace more than by preference. Every decision rooted in peace will prosper. I'm giving you divine intelligence, the kind that sees beyond surface situations. You won't just make good choices, you'll make godly ones. And every one of them will lead you closer to fulfillment, not frustration. Comment 777 if this word ignites something deep inside your soul. This moment of agreement marks a spiritual turning point. Your declaration of faith opens doors that obedience will walk through. You're stepping into fullness, walking in freedom, and aligning with destiny. Keep your eyes forward, your heart open, and your spirit expectant, because what's ahead will not just meet your prayers, it will exceed them. You are walking in divine rhythm now, and I never make mistakes. My beloved child, pause now and let every word you've received settle into your heart. This is not the end of a message. This is the beginning of movement. You've journeyed through seasons of silence, storms, and surrender, and now you stand at the threshold of transformation. The pain that once confused you has become the soil of purpose. The uncertainty that once tested you has become the root of wisdom. You are no longer the person who began this path. You've been refined, renewed, and restored. The story I've written for you is not one of constant struggle, but of constant becoming. Every tear watered the promise, every trial prepared the testimony, every loss made room for legacy. I've been shaping you quietly while the world looked away. When no one clapped, I was applauding your faith. When no one understood, I was smiling at your endurance. You've passed tests that others never saw. You've held on when hope was faint, and that perseverance has unlocked something eternal. The heavens have witnessed your faith, and now heaven responds. The alignment is complete, and the atmosphere around you shifts in divine recognition. This is the hour where the hidden becomes seen, the waiting becomes winning, and the prayers become presence. You've entered your due season, the time appointed before time began. I'm calling you now to walk with your head high, not in pride, but in peace. The shame you've carried no longer fits the garment I've clothed you in. You are adorned in grace, wrapped in light, and covered by my favor. You will walk into places where your name was once forgotten and be honored. You'll speak words that carry the weight of heaven. You'll step into opportunities that were designed specifically for you. The doors that open will not close because I am the one holding the hinges. The favor that follows you will not fade because it's built on faith, not fortune. What I've given you cannot be taken, only multiplied. Your obedience has unlocked abundance, your surrender has summoned strength, and your faith has made the impossible inevitable. Do not fear what comes next. Fear cannot exist where faith reigns. You will not stumble through this next season, you will stride through it. The path ahead may not always be easy, but it will always be anointed. Every step will carry purpose, every delay will carry direction, every moment will carry meaning. The lessons of your past have equipped you for the victories of your future. Nothing you endured was wasted. The losses taught compassion. The heartbreak taught discernment. The loneliness taught resilience. The silence taught you how to hear my voice without noise. You've graduated from survival into significance, from wandering into wisdom, from pain into peace. Your hands will now hold what your heart once only hoped for. The dreams that once felt distant are aligning with reality. The relationships that once drained you will be replaced with ones that sustain you. The opportunities that once slipped away will return with greater clarity and perfect timing. You won't need to chase what belongs to you. It will recognize you by spirit and arrive effortlessly. The blessings that are unfolding are not random. They're the harvest of your endurance. You're stepping into a rhythm where effort feels like ease and faith feels like flow. What others call coincidence, you'll know as divine orchestration. You'll walk in synchronicity with heaven, where every decision is guided, every move is meaningful, every moment is miraculous. I'm raising you to be a carrier of my presence in every space you enter. You are not simply a receiver of grace. You are a reflection of it. You will shine, not because you seek attention, but because my light cannot be hidden. You will inspire without trying, impact without striving, and influence without control. I've placed a mantle of peace on your shoulders that will calm storms in others. When people encounter you, they will encounter me. This is the power of divine identity. You no longer strive to become, you simply are. You are chosen, you are called, you are complete. When doubt tries to whisper again, remember this truth: I never make mistakes. You were not an accident. Your timing was not wrong. Your journey was not wasted. Every detour led you closer. Every delay refined you deeper. Every disappointment revealed something greater. I've been faithful when you were fearful, constant when you were uncertain, and loving when you were unworthy. My grace has been your safety net, my mercy your covering, my hand your compass. You may not have seen me in every moment, but I was there in the silence, in the stillness, in the storm. You never walked alone, not once. Now, lift your head, breathe deeply, and step boldly. The season of striving is over. The season of soaring begins. You are stepping into abundance, authority, and anointing. You'll no longer live chasing miracles. You'll live creating them. Every breath you take will be a declaration that God is real, that hope still wins, that love never fails. This is not the closing of your story, it's the climax of destiny. Heaven rejoices because you finally see what I've seen all along, that you were never broken beyond repair, never too late for purpose, never too far for grace. You are my masterpiece, and I delight in you. If these words have found your heart, let your spirit answer. Comment 777 if you know this truth is yours. Let it be your seal of faith, your echo of agreement, your act of alignment, for this is the confirmation you've waited for. The storm has passed, the sun is rising, and the promise is here. You are free, you are ready, you are chosen. Walk forward into the light, because your destiny has been calling your name, and heaven has already declared this is your time.